Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to 4Minds. Today's video is what is depression? First, I'm going to talk about low mood. Low mood usually only lasts a few weeks. It can be from anything from work to just stress to problems happening at home. And everyone gets it. Usually the most common symptoms is sadness, anxiety, worry, tiredness, frustration and anger. But if it does carry on for longer than that, you probably need to go see your GP. The best things to help low mood is exercise, your sleep, your diet, and just making small changes in your life can greatly improve your low mood. Okay, now on with depression. Low mood and depression are very, very similar, with a few added exceptions. Like with low mood, you feel sad, anxious, worry, tiredness, frustration, and anger. With depression, it also comes with feeling hopeless, worthless, lack of concentration. Your appetite can go one way or the other. Either you're comfort eating and you end up gaining weight, or you end up going towards being anorexic and losing weight and basically cutting out all your food altogether and only eating very small amounts just to keep going. And you just don't feel hungry. And even when you do, the hunger pain just doesn't matter. It's easy to bypass. You're just depressed. You just ignore it. There are some people which get seasonal depression, and it's abbreviated to SAD, seasonal affective disorder. And depending on the season, people's hormones and chemical imbalance kind of goes awry. There are other types of depression. Most common ones is postnatal depression, which happens after a woman has given birth, and because of the hormone and chemical imbalances in their body, is trying to balance itself, and the body's trying to do that so quickly that women end up getting sometimes quite severe depression from it and have to go on medication, which obviously stops them from breastfeeding. And in a later video, I will be talking about bipolar. And just a quick fact for you, anxiety and depression is the most common mental health disorder in the UK, with 9% of people needing a diagnosis. The diagnosis rate for that is tremendously low. Okay, quite a lot of things when I was doing research for this, the terminology kept popping up quite a lot about people saying, "Oh, I feel depressed," when it's actually a misrepresentation of feeling depressed. When people say this, it's usually meaning they're just sad or they're miserable, not actually being depressed. Just like the proper terms for depression goes from low mood to depression to major slash clinical depression, which is a combination of everything in depression, like hopelessness and your sleep and your appetite, but it's accompanied by suicidal thoughts and usually ends up going that way if not treated correctly. Okay, now it's time for serotonin. Serotonin is widely known to be associated with depression. Serotonin is misunderstood. No one actually knows what it actually is, if it's a neurotransmitter where it's carrying signals and between nerves towards the rest of your body. And others believe that it's a hormone which is regulating your mood and your mood balance, which affects your appetite and your social behaviour and your memory, your sexual desire and function. The association made between serotonin and depression is due to people seen with depression having low levels of serotonin, accompanied by all these symptoms And the only real way that they've found out how to fix the serotonin levels, or at least up them a little bit, is vitamin D, which you get from natural sunlight, from your exercise and your diet. And in a lot of cases, medication, antidepressants are involved. Yeah, if you experience any of these symptoms on a long-term basis, then you need to go seek help. You need to go see your GP, reduce your alcohol, exercise, your diet, try and sleep better. Even gaining more control and confidence in your life will greatly improve. If you have any of these symptoms, you need to seek help from your GP, but your GP will probably, if it proceeds, will probably pass you on to a therapist, which I'm going to leave that for a later video as well. I'll have a whole section about therapy and counselling and things like that. Okay, and the last thing, if you would like to talk to me, you can visit my website at 4minds.co.uk, and I'm here to chat whenever you need to. Goodbye. I am such a prat. Put my friggin' notes. I will get better in the future.